Normally, people pop it. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, this is another part. Like the annoying parts of waiting and see if people want to interact in the comment section. That'd be great because again, this is what I love to do. Is when the comments go popping, 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 and like yeah. I'm ready for the weekend already. Too hot, but I do lawn care daily anyways. Ah, I uh, I work mostly inside, but sometimes the AC can break anytime, any moment because it got damaged by a hurricane a few years back. So it's up and down sometimes. But living in Florida, we hope to make sure that AC unit works. If not, we're gonna deal with a lot of crazy people. Let's see what kind of shenanigans she can go away with. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, thank you, Casey. Thanks, Casey. I'm so surprised that I am the age that I am now. To be honest, I didn't expect how that to be 25 and do this kind of hobby growing up. I didn't expect this at all. I probably would have done something totally different at age 25 if I was a normal person. But I'm not normal whatsoever. You've been seeing my stuff, you know that I'm not that normal. Uh, uh, just waiting to see if you want to pop in or not. Yee. Hi, Shella.
Hey, babies.
Hey, how you doing?
Getting ready to step outside for a smoke.
Ah, smoking smoke.
Yeah, can't smoke in the house. So,
Like you. So you that's one rule that your landlord told you.
yep.
Uh,
And we're actually enjoying this because it's helping us quit.
hey, damn it, you finally get some books to read now instead of having it smell like smoke now. Right?
I would love a new book.
And now because you cannot smoke inside anymore, now you can finally read books again.
My husband wants to get me the fairy tale book set to the show that he got me into.
Yeah. Oh, you actually read the actual manga.
Yes.
Oh, I think I might enjoy that because sometimes the manga have more details that are probably missed in the animation film. So probably get more loopholes and stuff like that.
And for like $40 on Amazon, I can order all of Lucy's keys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I found one anime that I got into. I like it. I don't know why I do. I think it's the storyline or something like that. But the artwork, freaking spot on. The artist of it is just absolutely amazing, and I do get a lot of vibes of Kiki's Flying Delivery Service.
Yeah.
From the artwork. Yeah, don't mind the front porch. We're still unpacking. That big tall blue thing is actually what houses all of my makeup and my markers.
Yep. All right. Back to where we were. Like I think it's because Ghibli inspired a lot of people, so I think that's probably why I might get that style.
Mm.
Because remember, because Ghibli is one of the classic '90s animator of anime, or in the Japanese culture.
Mm.
It's like Spirit Away and Kiki, the Service, because they're both made from the same people.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, and also the Moving Castle. That's one by Ghibli. So you can see how that's very popular.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the name, as far as the creator, I was like, oh, that's the creator.
Oh no, she's frozen.
Like, I literally had. Sorry. At least I know how far I can go with my laptop now. I can't even go to my front step.
Hey, your way was launch shenanigans beforehand, so.
I mean, I'm liking it out where I am. Solely in my house, if I turn my phone off of Wi-Fi, I don't get any cell reception, which means I don't get any notifications from the groups, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's great to be forced to disconnect like that. Well, not forced, but if I want to disconnect, I can.
Yeah, you can have like your own privacy, have your own private time. But yes, I understand that.
Exactly. Hold up. Oh. Sorry, someone was driving by.
Yeah. Hi, boss man. Thank you. Thanks, James, for popping in and saying happy birthday to me. Ah, so much shenanigans I have seen and done. Especially when I go with James doing like what visit BCW in Georgia show. I gave a bunch of wrestlers chocolate chip cookies, Stella.
Oh, no. You fed them.
Yes, I did.
You do realize you pretty much own them at this point. You fed them. They are pretty much your Neopets at this point.
I was the new religion. It was James, Jay, Scott. I forgot the big man. James, who's the one with the carry the moonshine with? Uh, he was a tall fella. He was also supposed to used to be also the muscle for the new religion. Uh, can't remember his name at the top of my head. BCWG. When you turn on J. Yeah, Bubba Duke. Bubba Duke. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Fiona. Thank you.
Curious to see who's going to want to pop in.
Right? I already told KJ earlier, but I knew you probably could remind him. Give me a minute.
No one in the group is responding.
Like, I saw Fiona saying happy birthday, and she saw the link. And Blakey's saying taking care of his knees.
Which is understandable.
In the baby. I came for the cookies.
We're fresh out of cookies. I mean, I can't even make peanut butter cookies right now.
Ooh, this sounds good right now. Peanut butter or chocolate chip?
I mean, I do 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies.
Oh, I saw that on someone's TikTok about making that recipe.
I've been making them that way for years. And they actually do come out really good for a batch. It's a 1:1:1 ratio. 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg.
That's not bad.
Bake at 350 for about 10 minutes.
Mm.
There is a 4th ingredient that I do add, and it's just optional. And I add I'm a Hershey Kiss on top as soon as they come out. I do that every once in a while, but there's times I'll switch it up from a Hershey Kiss to a miniature Reese cup. So that way it's peanut butter on top of peanut butter.
You could just turn off the camera. You could just turn off the camera, Fiona. If you're out here a little bit, you're going to try to pass out. I'll make sure I mute you, put you back behind like I did with Cody. So get your butt in here. I see one little thing for my birthday. Because it's only one little thing. Come on, Fiona.
Yeah, come on, Fiona. If I'm on here with my hair completely frizzied and whatnot because of the fucking humidity of where I am right now, get your ass on here. Nobody fucking cares about the fact that you are all natural right now. Get your ass on here.
Oh, she went on with her own actual accent on you.
Get your ass on here.
I wonder how long do you get your southern southern talk going right now that you're down there?
It's slowly coming out, but not as fast as what my father was thinking. Certain words he's able to hear to where it slips, but not as heavy as it did when I first came down here for the few days from mine and my husband's honeymoon. I almost said wedding anniversary. Yeah. And that's fine. Get your ass on here.
Come on, Fiona. Thanks, Casey. Thanks, Julie.
Okay, it's too humid out here for me. I'm getting frizzier and frizzier by the minute. Yeah, I've gotten used to the humidity out here, but this hasn't.
Oh, the hair. Yeah, that's gonna take you a while. Not gonna lie, that's gonna take you a sweet bit.
Yeah, because you can see the frizz.
That's why I always have myself a hairbrush handy at all times in my backpack.
Yeah, well, if I run a brush through my hair right now, it will just get even frizzier. I tried that earlier. Sure, move to the south.
Again, it is not. Again, it can be worse than going back to the actual city.
I'm on the outskirts of my town, so I'm right in between the country and the city, which is where my ass wanted to be.
Hmm.
I'm just glad that my house has fucking
There you
the
are.
HVAC system. I'm so glad my
There's
house
my
has that.
favorite dragon.
Yes, you see my heading, right?
Yes. I'm just making sure KJ is ready also because I told KJ as well. So
Well, he better bring that fucking beard over here. It's very rare that that him and I are actually on a stream together.
yes,
Excuse me.
I just tagged KJ in a group chat we're in. So see, I like how are the most of the female in our little family decided to pop in, but not the boys. Not even my own boyfriend wants to pop in because he wants to take care of baby dolphin. But I understand that bit. But the rest of the boys,
Well, in my defense, I haven't smoked bud at all today, so I am completely wide awake.
yes, it is like what 10:47 right now.
Yep.
9:47.
Oh, you're in my time zone.
Yes, you and I are finally on the same zone.
How's it feel to be an hour behind?
It has been messing me up, and it's the reason why I haven't been joining that many streams or anything like that since I moved, because by the time I'm ready to join and shit like that, because of me still running on Northern time, having that extra hour ahead, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
my biological internal clock, even though it will be like 10 o'clock here, because of my body still being used to it being 11 o'clock up north, by that time, I'm like, yep, time to call it a night.
Yeah.
But since I haven't smoked at all today, I am wide awake, refusing to take my melatonin before I get too tired.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I take my melatonin now, I'll be up about 6 in the morning, and I don't feel like being up at 6.
Makes
Ah.
sense.
Even though when I got that feeling I'm going to be up at that time, no matter how much melatonin I take, because of my husband not being home. He's going to work tomorrow for 5.
Ah.
And I'm either up about an hour after he goes to work or when he's up getting ready for work.
Alright, ready to see KJ reacts to this. Hopefully he pops in. He doesn't really got anything for anything else, I think. I don't know.
And I know Parker has his girl with him, so I don't think he'll join.
But I found
No,
out.
no, some shit happened at the border.
Oh.
Yeah. So shenanigans happen.
Yeah, some shit happened at the border, and she wasn't able to cross. So even if we wanted to, I think he's kind of out of commission because he was really stoned earlier. So
Yeah. Does be a stone Parker is something else on recording, especially if he's in a pissed off mode.
yeah,
Okay. Brooke, explain this.
Yeah.
What is that?
That is a Stitch scented melt wax candle melter.
I need that.
I showed a photo how much the price cost on the other photo.
Oh, I found that. And yeah, that cord looks wrong.
thank you. I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, this looks all so very wrong. Nobody else commented. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'm the delusional one. Finally, somebody else fucking points that shit out.
That's where my mind went to immediately. It's like, why is there a cord coming out of Stitch's ass?
Thank you.
What type of Lilo and Stitch is this? Is it fucking Lilo, fucking Nani, fucking Pleakley, or Jumba fucking pegging him? Oh my god, I need to stop.
Yeah. Thank you. Somebody else said it.
Why, Lily?
Oh, Lily! We can't have a stream without Lily.
Of course. Well, come here.
Always wanted to be the center of attention.
Yeah, so with the fairy tale anime that me and my husband have been watching, we are right at the part to where the guild gets inside of the Heaven's Tower, and Happy was kidnapped, and we get to meet the crazy cat lady that was obsessed with the cats. I treat my two girls as if they are humans. I am not gonna deny that. They are my babies. Not just my fur babies, but my babies. I will give up my husband before giving up my cats.
That's okay.
I turned to my husband while watching this episode tonight, actually before Brookie announced the stream. Turned to him after that scene.
It's a birthday celebration for Brookie.
Yes, yes. Yes, it is.
Why don't you come on to the madness and find out for yourself instead of asking a question?
Hold on.
Come join the dark side.
Shady is part of the dark side, but we love him anyways. Love you, Shady.
I sent Shady a link if he wants to pop in.
Okay.
I don't know if he's busy or not. What's up,
Tell him to make sure he brings the milk and cookies since he's on the dark side.
Yeah, because I'm fresh out of cookies.
I remember the faction Dark New Religion, Fiona, that I told you about last time how I met JD?
Yep, I remember.
How I gave him a bunch of cookies?
Yep.
Oh, that's a whole riot right there. Give a bunch of wrestlers a bunch of cookies. And having Scott and doing a little bit of life he was Scott and explaining why that he made fun of saying that someone was fighting over the cookies, like the whole horde of them trying to elbow each other. And by the way, Charlotte, there were chocolate chip cookies from Publix. Yes. See, I know where to get the good stuff. I know where the good cookies go.
Nice.
If you ever had Publix cookies, they're really good.
I wish I did. We don't actually have a Publix out here.
Oh yeah, they're more of like a Florida thing, I believe. I don't know if they're out of the state.
I'm not entirely too sure if I have a Publix in the state that I'm in, or even in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. You got me yawning. God dang it.
I'm sorry. I told you this humidity has gotten me fucking like off the balls, like sleepy. But yeah.
Fiona, drag Glenn in here.
He has Rome with him, so he probably fell asleep already. Plus, I think. Plus, I believe he has to work tomorrow 9 to 5. So let him sleep, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try to see just with the rest of the guys go. Like it. Oh, I'm probably gonna do something one quick. Where is it?
I mean, you could always invite your father-in-law to join the party.
Applin. Hold on. Actually, Cody did a reaction towards it. There's Applin. There we go. Let's see. What time is it in New Zealand anyway?
I just read back into the chat of what's going on with Parker.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. That is.
Yeah.
Stupid piece of shit motherfucking government can suck my motherfucking strap. I'm not fucking playing. I will gladly go to fucking Adam and Eve or fucking Amazing or go on to Athena's right now and order the biggest fucking strap that I can and show up at the fucking government and be like, suck it, bitch. Call me Bill Clinton. I'll pull a reverse fucking Monica Lewinsky.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. I haven't smoked and I'm on day 2 of feminine shit.
Hi, Chadwick.
Come join the party.
Yeah, I might rest of the biscuit on this one because the people who see my friends list and who the love hate and some people have with each other, like screw it, it's my birthday, so pinning that on the stream.
Exactly. This is a good vibe only place.
Which type of shenanigans we get to deal with.
So, I follow a certain Renaissance fair from back north, friggin' King Richard's Fair. I'm on TikTok, Have any of you heard of Jack the Whipper?
Yes, I've seen his stuff also on my Facebook on the stories things on him. He's funny.
He's actually one of the performers from King Richard's Fair.
Oh,
No.
really?
And he was on America's Got Talent tonight.
Oh, that's awesome.
I got the Instagram notification a couple hours ago.
Nice.
Like earlier today, because I followed King Richard's Fair on Instagram.
I hope he does well. I hope he, like, you don't really see much of that going on.
He has a chance to win $1 million. And I mean, he is very popular. Why did I have to fucking move?
Why? What happened?
King Richard's Fair is hiring.
Ah.
That's some bullshit.
I would love to work at a Renaissance fair. Like,
I've been to the Renaissance Fair in your area. They're always all over the place now.
oh yeah, I have some close to me in like Ohio and Kentucky and here in Indiana, but I just double J's true story for real smile la 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 la. Huh? Who the fuck? JD. Oh. Never mind.
Yeah, he's one of no, he's also a wrestler down in Bama, and he used to do efed a bit, but he's like somehow in a group chat that he just smacked a armadillo with a guitar. Like,
Interesting.
I'm like, oh, okay.
That's why I'm over here like, huh?
So out of nowhere, our favorite ginger from Bama found an armadillo and tried to pull a double J Jeff Jarrett on the armadillo and just whack it with a guitar. I think I do sober for that one. You're too sober for that story?
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna be completely honest. Over the past few days, I have learned I can understand y'all better when I'm stoned.
Yes. But you being sober to be a whole other story?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I'm curious more about that story now. Like, what the hell happened? Y'all need Jesus or therapy.
I can't decide.
It's probably therapy.
Religion or therapy, I can't decide.
He said I had a family of them in my wife's garden. One kept running back in, so I put it with a guitar. Oh. Again, he's also live up in up country, like redneck country, like neck of the woods part of Bama. So I'm not surprised that JD got away with that.
He types for a second and then stops. He's thinking about his response, like,
yeah, like what kind of guitar was it? He said he was an acoustic guitar, so I don't know what you want a particular brand of guitar? Wrong place, wrong time.
I'm going to hell for this comment. I'm going to hell for that one.
Oof. 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 That's a big oof there, Shala.
I told you I'm sober, so there's no filter right now. I'm just glad I'm not saying this on here, but in here.
Yeah, they totally wondering what the hell is going on. What are we missing inside of a group chat? Let's say at the short end of a stick, one of our favorite gingers got putted a armadillo with a guitar, aka pulling a Jeff Jarrett.
And then I made a very, very dark comment.
Yes, you did.
And I mean, I knew it was dark when the thought of it came into my head, and it's like, oh no, I'm going to hell. You know it's a bad one when your own conscience is like, don't do it. Don't do it. But it's like, I committed by having the thought, so since I had the thought, I had to share it with y'all.
God.
That got the chat quiet, though.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Oh yeah, that chat lately is yeah. Give or take on a good day can go quiet for a good couple of hours.
Well, I've noticed if I make certain comments, it will go dead.
Yes.
I do it purposely because honestly, I get tired of my fucking phone blowing up every 2 seconds.
That's why sometimes I put it on mute. Especially on certain time frames, especially when I have work, I put it on mute.
Yeah.
I don't even pay attention half the time.
Yes. The same thing on some spots.
I pick and choose who I respond to. And if you notice, it's always the same, like, 3-4 people.
Yeah.
I have my favorites. What can I say? The rest I don't care about.
Yes.
Well, do I make that list now that I made my sexy naked ass on here?
Of course, darling. You've always been on that list.
Okay.
I'm just not a people person at all. Like, I literally despise everyone equally. And I mean everybody all across the fucking spectrum. I literally hate the human race as a whole. It has nothing to do with any subsections. It's just as a whole, because as a whole, we are some of the most gross and disgusting fucking species ever.
Girls tonight!
It looks like
Right, here we go.
Oh, well then.
I want to do another takeover on 3Dub.
Oh.
Yeah. There's Cody.
Happy. That's a lot of happy. Cody, are you really like that happy, or are you just like wishing her like that much of a happy birthday?
Or a third option, he just didn't want to go the Ren and Stimpy way and go happy, joy.
I can't say anything. My inner restaurant worker came out earlier with Brooke when I did the whole happy birthday to you.
Well, it could be worse. This could be a birthday roast, but we're not going there.
No, I think she had enough of that with the guys putting up memes on her.
Yes, a lot of
Um,
them. And Parker had to post the very first one.
and then I started as well. There was actually one that Robert sent involving this girl not having any arms and a meme that I sent to Robert as approval.
I'm dying inside.
Wouldn't be the first time, Cody.
Oh,
Hi, Josh. What? Oh God! What is that?
that's
Oh,
a great question. I'm still trying to find that. I had it, but I lost it. But yeah, I'm trying to find it again.
I
Happiness
don't
is
know.
this.
The last person who told me about happiness was when I was younger and I wanted to shoot a purple dinosaur because he said that everybody loves everybody. What a lie that was.
Yo, for real! For real! That motherfucking nasty ass, motherfucking petal ass, fucking purple ass dinosaur really had all of us. Really had all of us fucking believing I love you, you love me, fucking bullshit like nah.
Nah, I like the alternative to that. Let's get together and kill Barney.
Yep, I'm down with that.
Considering I had a fucking possessed Barney doll, like one of the stuffed animals that would sing, my
Yeah.
parents took out the literal voice box, not the batteries, the voice box. And that shit. True. I mean, just think, Cody, if you ever move to Hollywood, I can call you Hollywood Undead.
I already called one of when I first met Cody when he was his Brody Cross gimmick. I used to call him Mr. Hollywood because one of his icons was the Universal Hollywood place where he visited for like a summer vacation, whatever. And that's what I used to call Cody back in the day, was Mr. Hollywood.
Sure, shall I drop a fucking Pringle?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, at least it's not like somewhere.
Hey, you never know what us big chested women fucking crumbs fall down between the fucking cracks. Let's not touch that.
Do you know how many times chips? Actually, no. For me, I can't eat corn on the cob and something like this because when I take this off, it's just corn.
Okay, so I went on a first. Okay, here's a horror story. I went on a first date and we went to go eat pasta. I had pasta noodles going there,
Oh shit.
Oh,
and I'm all like, "Shit!"
2022, Brody Cross as a zombie. There you go. There's your Hollywood undead, Shala.
Your intro music at that point, Cody, would have to be their song "Bitches." Not everywhere I go. That one is way too known.
Oh, that's good, Josh. That was
Right now, I'm actually binge watching an anime.
oh, which
So
one?
Spy X Family.
Oh, I heard that's being very popular too. We got most of the mangas at my place.
Yeah, like, well, it's funny because my friend's brother has like all the mangas like up to date. And I guess they just came out with the show. So like I went to my friend's house and he was watching it and I was like, dude, this is actually an interesting anime. So he like put it from the beginning. He's like, he stopped and he's like, I'm just gonna put it from the beginning. And like it's only like the first season and there's like 12 episodes. I'm like almost halfway through already.
Mm.
Oh wait, oh here's one.
And you know, the shovel that I have isn't actually used only for burying people. It could be used as a weapon. I'm just saying.
Okay. I have to say something.
Yes.
Speaking of using your shovel for burial or weapon. Now, I had posted something in the efed After Dark a while back. However, a certain a certain person that all three of us know happened to pop up and actually comment on the post. A certain female cub, but we know it's a male.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
oh,
Oh!
oh, oh.
What
Oh!
I miss?
Somebody wants their dirty laundry aired. Do I need to go back and go get screenshots? Because the efed After Dark page, we know what that page does. That
Yeah.
page is a lot of shit talking. I will use the shovel if push comes to shove.
Wait. What did Cody do?
Cody wants a shovel. Want to borrow the shovel?
Okay, so Cody, my question to you is: I didn't know shovels can make noises.
It probably sounds like you know if you hear the person screaming, probably.
From what I heard about Cody, he couldn't make anything scream, let alone a simple moan.
I I don't know. Would it count if the shovel goes?
No. Would that?
If it makes some sort of a squeaking, yeah, I don't think that would count either. I bound you. I'm sorry, Cody, but chocolate gold doubloons don't make that noise.
I think Cody is trying to make the sequel to One Man, One Jar. Just this time, One Man, One Shovel.
I dig it.
The poor shovel. I'm already gonna pray for it, y'all.
But I am curious about Sandy is about how me and you are in a tag team match.
Oh, I know the next tag. That's gonna be so much fun. I actually ended up seeing that. I was thinking about cutting a promo today, but oh my god, like these past few days have been like pretty crazy at work. I just have to start prepping because my case manager is gonna be gone next week, so
Yeah.
it's like trying to take care of like all of her last minute stuff before she goes, and I kind of take over for her. I'm like already like I'm like already crying
Okay, where
as
the
I speak.
fuck did my dispo go?
Yeah. This but yeah, that I'm actually pretty excited for it. Honestly, this is like I think this is like legit the first time you and I actually get to work together.
Yeah.
And he
That
fed,
and
so
also we're supposed to do and also do that match and you Jesus.
I'll like that.
interesting.
That sounds like a fun Tuesday. Can we do it in Walmart though, so that way it feels right at home? This is why my husband doesn't even threaten me with violence anymore.
Oh, come on, Cody.
Wow! Wow!
Okay, hey.
No comment.
Cody, why don't you get your ass in here instead of fucking typey like a little fucking secretary?
I don't know. I honestly, I think the reason why he doesn't show up is because he doesn't want to be surrounded by beautiful women.
He wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's true.
but not just
Or,
beautiful women.
it could be the reverse. He doesn't want people accusing him of stealing all the women for him, and nobody gets any peace.
As if that would happen.
You'd be surprised on who would accuse us of those things.
I'm not saying us.
Oh, I know.
Welcome to 100% sober me.
We saved the drunk you. So anyways, I don't look like the
I'd rather look like a secretary instead of act like a motherfucking secretary. So man up and get your ass on here. You supposedly care for fucking Brooke, therefore get your motherfucking ass on here.
Ooh, Sean's being the mom voice, Cody. Sean's going mom mode.
You sit there and say you care for your little fucking sister Brookie. However, though, you won't even fucking get on here and fucking help celebrate a motherfucking birthday. How motherfucking dare you? Get your ass on here, Cody. I'm not that far from fucking Texas. Do not make me.
She's throwing down the gauntlet there, Cody. What do you got to say about that?
I'm just in rare form. I haven't smoked. I'm on day 2 of my fucking period. So. Oh, yeah.
Well, then again, you're not the only one. I'm like on like night 2.
Okay, what is up with us ladies syncing up lately?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm like a week early, so I'm like.
According to my husband, and this is sad, my husband keeps track of my cycle better than I do, because I'm fresh off of my birth control. Me and my husband made the conscious decision to take me off of my birth control. And so for the past like 3-4 years, I've been on a non-hormonal IUD.
Oh, wow.
Close to no periods. Some months, no bleeding, just cramping, while other months, let's not get into it.
Girl.
To where, according to my husband, I'm like 5 days early.
Oh, wow.
He even looked into his calendar and everything, felt my chest and everything, and went, yeah, you're about 5 days early.
Yeah, because I'm like, I at least want to say I'm like, it's like, yeah, I want to say 6 days at least, but I mean, I was supposed to be getting on birth control again. The only reason being because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so my periods aren't very like, like I could be good for like 3 months, shit my pants because I think I'm pregnant, and yeah.
I have the opposite. I was diagnosed at the age of 13 with endometriosis.
Ooh, yeah.
Absent periods, to where I can go 6 months to a full year without a period, and then I can go 3 months with one, like 3 to 6 months with a continuous.
Yeah, with like just like a continuous cycle nonstop. Yeah, I've had that too, but also like I don't know. I've been to like a specialist already, so I want to. But that was when I lived out of state. But I want to go back to another one in California. But since I remember my husband and I were trying to have a baby when I was in my 20s, yeah, that kind of went down the drain. So now I'm like, maybe I should just go get myself checked out.
How I found out about my my menstrual cycle issues, along with the fact that my uterus itself is smaller than normal and it's also tilted backwards. I can carry and I can get pregnant, but it's a lot harder for me to carry.
Right.
Not just because of the uterus size, but also because of me being a small individual. I don't give birth to small babies. My
Oh,
daughter alone, 9 pounds, 13 ounces, 24 inches long.
oh, girl, I'm praying for you. Oh,
She
oh.
was extracted. I didn't push. Uh-uh.
You're just like, nope, pull her out.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I know.
opted.
I have. It's funny because the last fertility specialist I want to see, she
Mm.
said that my uterus isn't formed right, and she said that like I guess the top part is supposed to be round, but mine is like triangular. So I'm like, so they're like, oh yeah, I can fix it with surgery, but you could still carry. But if you were to carry the first time, you'd like miscarry in like 3 months. I'm like, so you want me to like miscarry, be super depressed about it, and then go back to you?
How I found out about all of my medical issues, I sit there and say it's a blessing in disguise because I would not have ever found out about it. And it was when I was
You can't have girls' night without me.
exactly.
Even more fun.
It was when I was getting um a certain exam done at the hospital by a special set of nurses called SARs.
Okay, that okay. Okay.
Um, Trigger warning to anyone watching, it was after I reported my sexual assault.
Oh,
Wait,
And
hold the phone.
I went
You were sexually
to
assaulted?
from 8 to 13, yes.
Who was the guy, and can I please kick his ass?
It's been dealt with, and it's the reason why I have a strong hatred towards the indie community. Because to this day, he is still protected within the indie community up north. But that's neither here nor there for this. But I found out about my woman issues, about like my uterus and stuff like that during the pelvic exam.
uh,
It's a blessing in disguise because I would not have found out about it until I got pregnant with my oldest at 16.
right.
So it was something that I already knew prior, and part of the damage was from him.
Oh. Well, yeah, because that's still at such a young age. That's
Exactly.
Not
like,
just that, but some of what he did
yikes.
caused.
Oh,
Check the chat
oh my
on here.
gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Shala, to be honest. Wow.
And this is
You
why
know,
sexual assaults and rapes in movies make me totally uncomfortable. I can never watch it in the movies or in Fringe so much.
oh, yeah, no, totally.
It just makes me feel so uncomfortable, especially there's been a few episodes of Law and Order SVU where or a man, mostly a woman, would get raped, and then this there's this one episode of this girl. Her name is Evie. She was a porn star. She was a college student, and to pay for her school, she does porn.
And she got
And
sexually assaulted and she got victim blamed. I know the exact episode.
yep,
It's in like season 10. I want to say like episode 13.
it wasn't season
And
10. I think it was around. It was season 16. I remember. But yes, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. They were found guilty, but the judge overturned it all because what Evie was doing, and as an occupation. And I'm like, are you serious now? I mean, like seriously. And I was
I
like,
had
I wanted to crawl through that TV screen and punch the living daylights out of that judge for doing that. And then
the
at
Whoa.
the end, towards the end of the episode, I mean, she basically ran away from college because people were, slut shaming her. And then she went back to doing what she was doing, and that was porn. And then, yeah.
the reason why my case didn't go to trial or anything,
Mm.
his own lawyer had the audacity to sit there and say, I was wearing my cheer uniform during the entire event. Therefore, because of how short my cheer skirt was, it's like, yeah, I was 13 and I had that happen. A fucking lawyer looked dead in my face and sat there and said, we're not going to prosecute because of the fact of A, B, and C results down to what you are wearing each and every single time.
I hate this government. I really do.
To where a plea bargain was taken. There's a lifetime restraining order put into place. I get to know his exact whereabouts, job address, everything. He's pretty much my bitch until I die.
Oh, you're a bit. Oh, I feel you on that one, girl.
I had him fired from a job when I was in high school because he took a pizza delivering job. My school ordered from the shop, had no clue about it. Neither did I. I had no clue about that place because the state failed to notify me at that point. He showed up delivering the pizza. He saw me, tried getting his way further into the school to get to me. I called West Warwick PD. He was arrested on violation of a no contact order. I also had him fired. And by the time I was done, the store owner was also held responsible.
Damn.
Wow.
Whoa.
And it's actually part of the reason why I moved out here because for the past 6 months, I had no clue. Well, I knew for a fact he was living in my town. But the address that I was giving was nowhere near mine. So I was pretty content. I just did not go anywhere near
look on this bright side. At least, me and Shala, we're now neighbors. She lives close to me, over 2 hours.
Exactly.
Ooh. I swear, we all have to literally find one location in the country, and everybody just goes there, and everybody just hangs out.
I have to say that same damn thing. I have to say the same damn thing.
And also, Kina gave us the hotel deal, so she works at a hotel.
Yeah, there you go. He need to hook us up with a hotel.
I got a spot.
He can get us suites and everything.
I got a spot.
Where?
And it will be the perfect spot in case if any of us decide to do any legal, any illegal activity, because of the fact of it would technically be up to 4 different jurisdictions. And if you are standing right in the center, you are technically within the only spot in the U.S. that has a legal gray area and is known as the 4 corners of the U.S. It is where the states of New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, and Nevada all touch.
Nice.
It is an actual geographic landmark. If you stand on all 4 corners at once, not only are you technically in 4 places at one time, however, though, you can actually commit a capital felony murder standing in that center, and you can never be charged because it would be a matter of jurisdiction issue.
Oh, don't tell me that. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Nevada ain't that far from me.
That ain't that far from me either. I was wondering who joined other than Keenan.
I thought you were going to probably remember the couch.
I decided to join so Marshala could stop babbling at me like Boomhauer on a spelling bee. So
do not use my government name.
Get your ass in here. I'm like, okay, fine. Jesus.
Well, you turned around and got now 2 people to drag their asses to come on out here.
Even though, I'm just gonna say, Cody, you just made me happy by pronouncing my name correctly the first shot.
It's actually, I don't know what's so hard about it. I mean, it's pretty easy.
For a lot of people, it's not as easy, especially seeing it written out and then hearing the way that it's supposed to be enunciated. That second A is supposed to sound like an E. my full name, it's always a mouthful.
But yes, I do agree with Sandy. I think we all should meet at one place and get together, have like a little like reunion of some sort.
Yeah.
And I think that would be great. Just to
Um,
actually hang out and get to know each other in person.
I'll
I
bring
just
my
have to
grill and
say,
smoker combo.
I just have to say, Keenan, if there's certain people that are showing up, you have to know that some of the hotel rooms are going to be needing soundproofing.
Well, I have no problem with that. Just as long as with the fact that some things being that I do work in the hotel industry, just as long as you guys don't trash the hotel room because I will get in trouble for that, and just as
What
long as you be on
the
your P's and Q's and everything, and don't put any
Keenan, you better tell Parker or Lane that, because those two will
And me.
Yeah.
Just give me the one on the very bottom floor with the flickering lights, and I'll be okay.
Okay, so if we do decide to do this crazy idea, I don't know if anybody knows this from being anything with regarding an airline. Does a shovel count as a personal item?
Actually, it does. It does.
No, I legit want to know, does the shovel count as a personal item? If not, I'll just get my little mini shovel, spray painted gold, and I'll put it in my purse. And if worse comes to worse, the TSA comes, I'm like, look, this is I'm like, look, I bury people for a living. Cut me some slack here.
Oh! By the way, Fiona, just a little tip. If you were going to get a hotel room together, in my hotel, basically, and you guys be doing it, and if I hear little kids coming up to me, you say, "Excuse me, we have a little noise complaint coming from one of the rooms. It sound like people moaning," and I'm like, "Oh God." I was like, I don't want to interrupt the fun. I really don't, but I'll be like, can you guys keep it down just a little teeny
Yeah,
bit?
yeah.
People sleeping.
Can
I
you
don't
do
want kids
that? Can you keep me
to know
in the
all about all
really
that.
furthest
Okay,
away from all that?
Hold on.
this goes back to soundproofing the rooms.
I just want to be kept as far away from that as possible, where the only sound I will only be tolerated, that will only be tolerated, is the sound of vibrations.
I'm just gonna say this right now. If I'm next to you, Sadie, as far as the room next to you, and if I hear it, be prepared to hear my voice through the wall. Round one.
I'm fucking done.
Yes!
I'm fucking.
I'd be the one weird one that whenever housekeeping knocks on the door,
Hold
I open
on,
it and I'm in
hold on,
full
Shala.
makeup,
You
and I'm
really
like,
got to do
"What?"
it in the end, where you're like, finisher.
Oh God!
And I swear to God, if I do not get a shortly after, round two. Fight!
It's gonna be if it's super quick and it turns off, just be flawless victory.
Oh damn!
And yeah, actually, also, Sandy, you actually missed a good show earlier today. Me, Brooke, and Shala basically had such an eyeful today with Gage.
Oh, yes, we did.
In his lumberjack mode, shirtless and all. It was basically one of the greatest fans I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that was a say to see Keenan's reaction, seeing Gage going for lumberjack.
I saw a little ass crack. Oh, that was a piece of cake right there.
Oh, it was a piece of cake. Oh,
Look at
okay.
that cake.
Okay. I actually need to figure out if it is a cake or not.
You never know.
I'm just saying.
I mean this with the most love and respect towards Gage. I am now calling him Little Debbie because of that oatmeal cream pie he be packing.
Uh huh.
Oh, oh, oh. So he a little Debbie snack. Oh,
Yeah. Actually, no. I take that back. Gage is like those tacos you get with that sauce that you.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. It was like that earlier. It was like the tacos with the.
Oh, I'm Mariah.
Oh, of course I
Tacos with
finally
the
get an
sauce.
invite. You
It is
jerk.
Taco Tuesday.
Oh
Now
my
I want.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Now I want tacos. It's 11, almost 11 o'clock at night, and I want fucking tacos.
Tacos are life.
You do to
Oh, my
yourself.
God,
You're
you're so
not even
tired.
high, and you're making your sober self hungry.
Hey! I deserve some credit. I have not smoked at all today, and I ate a big ass fucking plate of shepherd's pie not that long ago.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's so
My
good.
mom made green chicken enchiladas today.
Ooh.
And she
wait,
made the sauce from scratch.
Oh
Joker
shit.
J! Thank you, Joker J.
I've had a
oh no.
serious craving for the past 2 months for motherfucking Monfungo.
We can only judge if I like.
I heard that is so good, but I have never had it. Like I heard, well, because I mean, even though LA has a very big Hispanic community, to find like authentic food like that is really hard to find.
It's more Dominican than anything. And
Yeah,
to tell you exactly what's in it, I do not know other than that it's yumminess.
yeah,
That's
because
all I know, and it will do something to your fucking soul.
yeah, because
Mofongo
when I used to live,
is like it's a plantain that they smash and they have their special ingredients and then they fry it up. Yeah, I know what that is.
It is
Oh,
so good.
Joker. Oh,
yeah, because when I was living in South Dakota, my late husband knew this family that was
Is
well,
it
this guy he was
either
he
it's the clown or is it Lane? Because those are
Oh
the
boy.
best around nicknames.
That's Zelzba.
Yeah. Lane wouldn't spell it the right way if it was him. So
Zelzy.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Zelzaba's actual name? Because I've been calling him Zelzy or Zelzaba this whole time.
Court.
Oh,
It's
I don't
okay.
like Court.
No, that's okay. Earlier, I went into another chat. Because somebody had mentioned something. I was like, "Wait, what about Court's penis?" Oh wait, forgot. Wrong chat, and then left.
you know that started a whole debacle.
That was the whole point.
I mean, the only chat that I'm in is the one that I interact with most of y'all in. So,
God dang it, Tyler.
happy 80th birthday! Wow.
This is why you're Lane Jr. This is why you're Titan Jr. Bola.
Oh.
Uh,
I don't know if that's a good thing to be called as Lane Jr.
I thought that was someone else that looks just like him. Not Bola, but someone else.
Tyler, I mean this with love. You see the Pringle snack? See it? See it? Go get it.
What kind of Pringles were those? Were they the sour cream and onion?
Yeah, I have a whole party pack.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Charlotte, you got my favorite. Sour cream onions are my favorite.
I love the originals.
I have this one as well and the original. My favorite Pringles is the fucking pizza ones.
Oh, okay.
Don't judge me.
What are you
No,
doing?
you're fine. I'm not judging you. Honestly,
I never said
call
shit.
me basic, but I don't know why. There's something about the original that just is so good.
You think I'm playing about having a whole box of fucking Pringles?
Holy shit! Oh my god,
Oh wow.
that's a lot of Pringles. You know
That
what they
is a lot
say?
of
Once you
Pringles.
pop, the phone won't stop.
Freaking bought them at BJ's before we moved.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hi, Mariah.
Oh, hi.
Because
I know I'm kind of in the dark.
Driving snacks.
Right.
And my husband's driving snack.
Oh my gosh.
Where did his container go? Oh,
I've been in an interesting predicament in my career right now. I got like 3 different championship matches.
this was my husband's.
Which one do you?
Nice.
Oh my god.
Party mix?
Ooh.
It's almost in the cheese. Oh god!
Wow.
Hey Cody, at least it's not the cheese balls.
I helped a little bit.
There we go.
Mm, cheese balls.
Do not hate on the fucking Utz fucking cheese balls in this fucking container. Do not hate on those.
No, I love cheese
There's a
balls.
reason why I brought up.
It's so funny. I remember I was so excited that Planters brought back their cheese balls, and I just took one bite. I'm like, these aren't the same anymore.
You were lucky it's your birthday.
Planters once had cheese balls.
Also, I'm your
Yes,
teammate,
Planters had cheese
so
balls.
you need
Yeah,
me if you
it's-
want to win the match.
They were really good,
It's
and then they took them off
10:45
the
at
market
midnight.
for a
I'm going
while,
nuts.
and then they brought them back. They weren't the same.
I got 2 hours. I can wait.
See, when I think of Planters, I think of nuts like cashews, peanuts.
Yeah, they made nuts, but they also
no.
made cheese balls,
Get your murder mittens off.
and they also
couch.
made white cheddar cheese balls.
I don't fuck with the white cheddar shit. Mm-mm.
I don't really mess with white cheddar either. Like, it just depends. Like, if it's like blended with another type of cheese, maybe. But that's just probably as far as I would go.
Wait, what? What was I here for a minute?
Pointing y'all that way for a sec.
All right. I'm actually gonna get going because I need to take a shower.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, I gotta go take a shower.
Pictures
All right.
or it never happens.
Everybody have
Yeah!
fun.
Yeah. Send us pictures, otherwise it didn't happen.
I'm not trying to show the goodies. Hold on. I'm not trying to show the goodies.
Well, I'm just saying, real best friends show each other their boobs.
Yes. Yes. I sign off on this.
Well,
I
Derek
love
must
how
be best
the
friends
word
with everybody.
came up and you just see his face like, huh?
Like,
And I love Cody's response. I'm best friends with everybody.
and this is just
That's
coming
what
from
Derek
someone
is,
that loves
'cause
boobs.
Derek never has a shirt on every time he goes on stream.
Where I am a firm believer in, and if one of my female friends that I'm actually close to is having a bad day, I don't even care whether or not I'm with my husband, like physically next to my husband. If I'm on FaceTime with her, and if I know the only thing that's gonna make her fucking smile is a set of titties, my best friend is getting to see my fucking titties today. Like, I don't care. I will do the whole. Hey.
There are welcome boobs, and
That's
there
funny.
are.
All right, I'll catch y'all later. I gotta get out of here. Peace out. Happy birthday, Brooke.
And I can't believe I just jumped up and down on your stream, Brookie.
we done worse
Yeah,
on the stream.
this is true.
Who's we?
Like, we've seen Zelzabot bring Satan's. I can't believe I'm about to say this. We've seen Zelzabot bring Satan's cock on this stream multiple times.
Yes! Okay, no, I'm saying it.
I love it.
I mean, I've been naked on fucking group calls with you.
I mean, I've been naked.
Granted, no one could see anything, but still. And it was because I was fresh out of the shower and I wasn't willing to freaking put clothes on just yet because I was comfy in my towel or my bathrobe.
Yes.
And that is just a vibe. Taking a shower and not getting dressed right away.
Yep, that is vibes.
Oh, now you mentioned in the group chat.
I have to.
Yeah.
Aw.
I have no shame.
Me neither. I mean, I breastfed all 3 of my kids, and when it came to my 2 oldest, I would, like, if I was around my brother or my sister or something, and if I tried to cover me and my son up while I was nursing, either one of them would literally come up to me and rip the blanket off of me and sit there and say, "You don't ever have to feel embarrassed or ashamed for doing something that is completely natural."
Exactly.
I mean,
I don't see the big issue on it.
I've been in Walmart with my oldest, and my oldest was hungry. So I whipped out the titty in fucking Walmart, and I dared the fucking bitch next to me to fucking say something.
I'm just waiting on seeing KJ's coming. KJ is about to pop in, so that's going to be fun when KJ pops in. Speaking of devil, here he is. Hi, KJ.
Oh boy.
What shit have you been talking about me behind my back?
We were talking about that.
Huh?
We were talking about that.
That Fiona ran out of ice cream.
What?
Fiona
Yes,
ran out.
I have no idea.
Mother of pearl. It may be Lenore's birthday, which, happy birthday. I forgot to even write anything. So happy birthday.
I just saw something on TV. They just talking about it on CNN. A crew member from Law and Order Organized Crime in Brooklyn just got shot.
No!
Yes.
Took a drink?
No, got shot.
Got shot.
Shot, bullet, bang, bang.
It better not have been Daddy Christopher Malone.
No, it wasn't him. It was a crew member.
Oh, well then.
Well, damn.
As long as our father's
Speaking
daddy.
of Christopher Malone, did anyone see the new commercial that he was in with him fully naked?
What?
No.
I mean, I've already seen him fully naked in the show Oz.
Oh, who hasn't? Hello. Oh, the many gay adventures that I have with that show.
I mean, it wasn't Oz that made me realize, obviously, that I was into women. For me, it was shows like Xena, the Warrior Princess.
Oh yes, Miss Lucy Lawless. Yes,
that show made me want to be a lesbian.
And it also really does show what type of woman I'm interested in.
Oh, there you go. Of course, you know, I knew I was gay when I first laid my eyes on Leonardo DiCaprio, and this is coming from 10-year-old me. Well,
so actually, baby Leo.
Yeah. Now, when I was 8 years old in 3rd grade, I did have a little crush on an 8th grader. His name was Nick, and I didn't pay much attention to it because I didn't know what gay was back in the day. Until, you know, when I saw Leonardo DiCaprio in Romeo and Juliet, that's when I started, like, you know, have like a huge crush on him. But I tell you, when Titanic came out, my crush on him went on overload.
Oh my gosh, Titanic.
I still, like, I'm not gonna lie, Kenan, knowing the fact you grew up in the generation that had baby Leo, fuck you.
Hey, I still, till this day, I still have a crush on Leo. I mean, I could never get over my first crush.
I mean, this might sound weird or inappropriate, but honestly, what made me realize I was into black men? Shamal Moore.
Ooh, yes, baby. That
That's
man,
what made me realize. And it's like,
that man can make me tap out right now.
and it's like, I know a few lesbians, like straight up lesbian, that will sit there and say, I would fuck Shamaro more. But it's like,
I'd watch.
I know you would want.
I'm kind of petrified of fucking him though. I've seen the photos of him in the sweat. No, no.
Okay, no, okay. Before he was even, before he started on Criminal Minds, I have to add this. I have watched
Oh
him
boy.
all since he started his Young and the Restless.
You're a little
Before
low, honey.
before Shamar Moore was in Criminal Minds, I have followed his career from when he started in Young and the Restless.
Zelzbar does
Oh,
stuff
that's
there. It's pretty
right.
funny.
Right.
I mean, that's like Mario Lopez. A lot of people think Mario Lopez got his start on Saved by the Bell, which is wrong. He actually got his debut on the
There's the
Golden
clown.
Girls.
Yes.
Oh really?
Yes.
Same exact thing with Johnny Depp. A lot of people think Johnny Depp's first role was Sleepy Hollow. No, 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 no. Johnny Depp's very first role was when he starred in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
Yes.
Yes.
He was the boyfriend.
Hence why, when they're rolling credits, it says introducing Johnny Depp. They only say introducing blank actor or actress if it's their first role.
Yes. Agreed. He also played in Platoon not too long after that.
True. But KJ, remember the show MASH?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, because of Fox now being owned by Disney, what's his face in MASH that wore the dresses can now be classified as a Disney princess.
Oh, Klinger.
Yeah.
Klinger. Jamie Farr. Yes. He's one of the best of. I didn't like Mash growing up, but I've learned to appreciate it.
I
I'm
hated it growing up when my parents would watch it, and it's because typical teen hating just about everything your parents are into.
no, I was into everything. Like my parents didn't watch Mash; he just happened to be on. Like
That was
the,
another reason why I could not tolerate it. Same thing with like Gunsmoke and Bonanza. It was always on, so for me, it was just like, yeah, no, get it out of here. But now that I'm older and I've actually taken the time to watch it, oh, it's fucking hilarious. Has it aged well with some of the jokes? No. No, 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 no. Has not aged well at all.
We have most of the MASH. We have the MASH movie in a few seasons of the DVD at my work.
No.
Well, the MASH film that they made was supposed to be the last season.
See, my mom and dad, well, mainly my mom, she watched like Cosby. She like loved Cosby, like Taxi back in the day. Who's the Boss? And like Falcon Crest and fucking Dynasty and all that shit. So
I mean, my favorite show, and it's honestly a cartoon that my mom introduced me to from her childhood, and it's one of my favorite fucking cartoons, The Smurfs.
yeah, Smurfs. Yeah, that's from my childhood. That was definitely from my childhood.
And
Smurfs. Yeah.
I remember when my mom showed me the Snorks,
Oh
my
yeah.
exact phrase to her was, "What fucking knockoff of the Smurfs type hell is this?" And my mom went, "You would have fit right in it when this show first came out, because really nobody liked this show because of that."
Well, two shows I loved for Saturday morning, and that was Gummy Bears. I loved Gummy Bears, and fucking Shirt Tails. That was a good one. Anytime they were feeling some kind of emotion, they would write it right on their shirt. It's fucking awesome. That's my shit. Yeah.
Me, it was Rocket Power as well.
Yeah. Oh, there's a whole bunch of shit that I used to watch.
I mean, to put it into perspective, with me with Rocket Power, I loved that show so much it was even my AIM username.
Yeah,
I got to live through Rocket Power, Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, Rugrats.
that was after my time. That was after.
The good old days.
I think my favorite cartoon growing up is My Life, the Teenage Robot, and Danny Phantom.
Yo, Danny Phantom.
I liked Courage until you decided to get mortified by every episode. I was like, oh.
Basically, how I found out that basic Courage is basically it's like for young kids' taste in horror films. Basically, it's like a good.
Yeah.
start.
I mean, I was watching Goosebumps when I was like 6, so I mean.
Yes,
oh.
Goosebumps.
I think the one that still freaks me out to this day is the Haunted Mask one. The
that
mask.
one was pretty weird. Yeah.
I mean, the one show that I cannot tolerate, and I was actually forbade from watching it because my mom could not tolerate the laugh. And I've watched it as an adult, and I just cannot understand the hype or the
Prison.
Beavis and motherfucking Butthead.
Oh my god!
I literally despise that show. It goes right up there with fucking Spaceballs for me. I hate both.
You're not American, man. You're a communist.
What?
I have reasons why I hate Spaceballs.
Spaceballs? Are you out of your mind? Are you kidding me? You know how many quotables that is? Oh my god!
My son. No, listen, my son. I was like, hey, I want you to watch this because I introduced him to Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, and real quick with those, I thought he would like one better than the others, and he was like, "Dad, I like number 2," and I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because it's not about Daniel, it's about Miyagi, and it's his backstory." I was like, "Wow, okay," but I had him watch Spaceballs. He was rolling. Some of the parts he was rolling because some of the movies he's like, and then that one I had him. Oh god! Don't get me wrong, it's mindless stupidity, but that's what makes it great.
I have reasons why I cannot stand that film, along with Ghostbusters.
Oh my god! How did you get in the country? You would have gotten bounced out a long time ago. What are you talking about?
It stems from when I was sexually assaulted.
Oh, sorry. Well,
that's why.
That was a dark turn.
Those two films were played in the background.
Understandable now. Okay.
So for me, it's just nope. I would rather watch Arachnophobia or Eight-Legged Freaks, even though I cannot watch either one because of me being arachnophobic.
That's my son. My son. He was playing a video game. I think it was the Avengers game, and he was about to go to the next one. They're like, no, you don't want to go play that section, which is like Wakanda, and yeah, he's petrified. He's not a fan.
See, so my fear of spiders,
I fucking hate spiders.
It's not a freaking irrational fear.
Yeah.
Spear. Yeah. It's not an irrational fear. It's a logical fear. And it's not the legs that creep me out or the fact that I could be bit. When I was 2.5, 3, a spider crawled into my ear, laid its egg, and I had
no. That's a no. I love spiders.
Burn it,
that's
kill it.
No.
Yeah.
Rip your ear off. No. I don't care.
So
throw the whole ear away.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a fan.
That.
Fan of spiders? Nope.
So my fear
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
a logical one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All the stuff that you're saying is okay. This is associated with that. I get it. I just think, me personally, I think spiders are awesome. They're they're beautiful artists, and they keep the bug population down.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I do find spiders and, in some tarantula breeds, like the Brazilian cobalt, which I understand is one of the most deadliest and venomous
Yes.
tarantulas on this planet.
Mhm.
It's so pretty. It is so pretty.
I think for me growing up, it probably is the original Pet Cemetery. That one freaked me out.
There's
Yeah.
only one scene in Pet Cemetery that has freaked me out, and it's the scene with the ant up in the attic and she's being fed and she breathes and the only part of her you see is her rib cage expanding. For whatever reason, that freaked me out. Even though I was able to watch Misery.
That movie still freaks my dad out.
What, Misery?
No, Pet Cemetery, the original one. My dad, that's the only movie, a horror film that still my dad never want to watch ever again. Is that original Pet Cemetery? That spooked him so bad.
Yeah, no. The only thing that really got me is when Gage went out into the road and got hit. Like that fucked me
Yeah,
up.
that one, yeah.
Dude, that
hit.
fucked me up. Because it kind of was funny when they hit Gage when he was dead at the end of the film with the needle, and he's just like, no fair, and then he dies. I thought
that part's cute with the
no
fair.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
What sucks is they gave you the idea that he got hit in the old one, but in the new one, like it legit like made it even more dark, and you're just like, man.
Yeah.
I got a film theory involving that.
What?
What if Gage turned out to be Chucky?
Nah.
I don't know.
Because whatchamacallit was already the Charles Lee Ray was a serial killer, and that's when he did the voodoo magic. And that's so it's not. It would be a really good theory, but that would be
like honestly, I would love to see something like that turned into a film.
Yeah. I just didn't like the reboot at all. I didn't like the reboot at all.
The only horror film reboot I liked was Carrie.
Mine was Evil Dead. It was brutal.
Yes.
But Evil Dead and The Hills Have Eyes. I thought that was such a brutal movie, dude.
But then again, you're talking about Rob Zombie, and Rob Zombie is a master at his craft. There hasn't been a film, at least in my opinion, I haven't found a film that Rob Zombie has done that wasn't good.
I didn't like the Halloweens, although I liked Halloween 2, ironically enough, better than Halloween 1. I just like the John Carpenter. You don't know anything about him. You don't know his backstory. He's coming to kill, Laurie Strode, and that's that. You know what I mean? Like, that's that. I just thought it was too drawn out. Rob Zombie's. Now, I'm not saying it's terrible. I wouldn't not watch it, but I wouldn't go out of my way not to watch it. You know what I mean?
Charlie.
But yeah. The Thing is probably the greatest. The greatest remake. Although people say that the Thing from Another Planet is actually better, but I don't know, man.
If you ask me what
the Thing is a wrap.
If you ask me what the worst horror film remake was, The Omen.
The Omen was pretty bad. I wouldn't say it was the worst, but it was pretty bad.
They literally messed up some of the most fundamental scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the very beginning when the nanny is hanging herself. In the original, the nanny goes through the window.
Yeah.
In the remake, she just hits the wall. Mm-hmm. And same thing with the priest, with the fucking rod. In the original, it goes through his mouth and out the back part of his jaw, but in the remake, it goes through his chest or stomach. Like, you cannot mess up fundamental scenes like that. It's one thing to change a little bit of the wording or.
Oh, that one. Charlie says with the Psycho remake, it's the worst one.
Dude, he did that shot
Almost
for
definitely.
shot. He did that shot for shot with the original, like perfectly.
Yes, but
yeah,
there's a
this
reason
one was not
why.
good.
I'm sorry. The only movie that I found the remake should have never happened, and I'm going to say it was that fucking god awful version of RoboCop.
Nope. That RoboCop. I love that RoboCop. I
Oh,
love it. Love
shut
it.
your mouth, KJ. Oh, that's
Oh, you
burning
think?
to my
Oh, wait.
ears.
Oh, wait. You think that's the worst? I'll show you. I'll see that, and I will raise you Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, you dick! You took mine.
Um,
You knew that was coming. You knew that one.
That's
I
why I
have
Yeah,
to
took
like
it.
say,
the
I
creepy
saw
voice,
back
yeah,
and
but
listened to y'all.
Robert England will always be the OG. I don't care who you are.
Right.
I mean, that's the nice thing
Absolutely.
about it,
Oh, and
though.
I met the man. He's awesome.
He's a
I got
genuine
another
dude.
one though.
I've met the original. I met the original
I have another
Pinhead
one
2
for
years
y'all.
ago. Love the dude.
Oh, Doug Bradley. He's on my list.
Yes.
He's on my list only because he's a cool dude. I love it.
I feel the same way about the
He's
newer
a really
It.
good.
And it
I have another one though. Besides it, another one that should never be made, a remake. My Bloody Valentine.
That was a fun movie, but it wasn't good movie. It wasn't
another
good.
Like the original one was better than the first one. Like
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't follow
absolutely.
the second one at all. Like if you watch the movie, you would know that it's basically Footloose in a horror movie.
now Now, I
Yo.
will sit there and say the one horror movie that should never be remade, and the fact that Hollywood is allowing it to be remade is just a fucking sin. Not just any sin, a goddamn cardinal sin. The fucking Exorcist.
Absolutely.
There is a reason
What?
why there are two versions of that film. The version that was shown in theaters, and then the actual fucking version that was released on VHS, the director's edition that showed Linda Blair walking backwards up the stairs in the spider walk. That scene was removed from theaters because of how it was. You could hear all of the bones cracking and everything. That film is one of the few horror films that have made grown men either get sick, burst out in tears, or just leave halfway through the film.
Yeah, women would faint. It was crazy. And you have to talk. That was what 1971 or 73? 73.
I think it's
Um,
73.
73. And it's just, dude, that movie stands the test of time. It's a slow burn, but once it gets going, holy, like that's a story that goes right in, and it has little Easter eggs of stuff that you don't see until you go back and watch. Like it was crazy. Nuns were going in there, priests were going into the movie. They promptly left and said it was pure evil.
And
And it
there's
was
one film from my childhood that I was tormented with by my brother, and it's called Stigmata.
Stigmata. Yes, who I am is not important. He said. They said.
My
So,
favorite scene in that film, though, has always been, "How's your faith these days, Father?"
yes, dude, I have to watch that movie again. I literally haven't seen that in years. That's a great movie. Patricia Arquette, she's so good. She's really good in that movie. She's like
Here's a
all
movie
up in
that
horror.
really-
She was in Nightmare Before Christmas 3. The Dream Warriors, which, as far as I'm concerned, is the best one.
Did
Dream
you
Warriors.
just say Nightmare Before Christmas 3?
Watch.
He,
What?
he did.
He
But
sure did.
here's another movie though
Oh no, Nightmare
that
on Elm
actually
Street. Sorry. Go ahead.
no a movie that's both good in its original and the remake. and one that you guys failed to mention, and one that terrifies people. Children of the Corn.
Children of the.
Children of the Corn will put it on you. Children of the Corn will put it on you.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest. This is before I was introduced to horror movies, and that was the first horror movie I watched.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know anything about it. I thought it was a regular old movie, okay? Then you get to the diner scene.
Yeah.
I was an innocent 10-year-old. I was about an innocent 10, 11-year-old boy at this point. Seeing that scene for the first time, and I'm like, what in the world is this?
I worked for the past couple of years, at least before COVID hit, I was working at the movie theater whenever Hereditary came out. And I legit watched people like walk out saying, fuck that, no,
No, I haven't seen it. I've heard that it's great. I've also heard that it sucks. I will sit down. I will watch it because I really want to see what that's all about. That and Midsummer, whatever that is. I was watching a little bit of it.
Yeah, Midsummer had you literally staring at it going, what in the actual fuck?
Now I gotta check it out.
I will say this, and it's
Another one that's actually pretty good. Don't Breathe.
The second, I hate that they made a second one because the second one was weird, and I didn't do justice to the first one.
Don't breathe.
I have the second one, but Don't Breathe, the first one though, it had me. I love the first one.
It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything for me. You know what? You know what I found strangely, and I don't know why, because It Follows for whatever reason. I really like that movie. I don't know why. It's so like I don't know. I guess the concept's a little bit original, but yeah, I like that.
there's one franchise that has engraved certain behaviors into me, and I know it has gotten to all of y'all here that either drive or whatever the case is, and I know it's gotten to a few of the viewers, but I do not care what the weather conditions are or anything. If there is a motherfucking log truck in front of me and I am on the motherfucking highway.
Final Destination.
The first Final Destination was awesome. I like it because it was like pure. And then later on, they were just trying to come up with new ways. And but
Final
like the
Destination is
story
also
was
the reason why I hate roller coasters.
I love her.
It's because of that movie. I am afraid of getting on it.
I am afraid of roller coasters because a majority of coasters I get denied to ride because of my height.
I have a coworker that likes to delve into, like, you know, because it's overnight shifts, so you got to delve into the good stuff at 2:00 in the morning, and he talks about like urban legends and shit. And I said something about roller coasters, and then the whole story about like the abandoned Disneyland being weird and haunted and stuff. And he was like, well, just imagine being the ride getting stuck if you're riding the Texas Giant. I said, fuck you. No, don't tell me that. Ew. I was like, do you think I really want to be stuck 50 feet in the air? Hell no.
I mean, up in Massachusetts, where there's Six Flags New England, they have the infamous Superman roller coaster. I have been asked by multiple people who I have gone to Six Flags with for me to go on that ride. That ride has gone through 3 different name changes. It was first the Superman Man of Steel, then it got turned into Bizarro, then as of recently, like a couple of years ago, they changed the name back to Superman because everybody forgot about what happened in the early 2000s. And what happened in the early 2000s, because of the fucking lap bar, on the drop, the 90-degree drop, somebody fucking got deleted off the fucking face of the earth. Their fucking soul got fucking Amazon Prime back to the fucking universe.
It wasn't Wish, was it? It was Amazon Prime.
It was not by Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
He is the latest wrongly made fetus.
And I mean, I'm not worried about riding that ride because I'm too short to ride it anyway. I've actually been told to take off my sneakers, take down my bun, and the seat that they have right at the entranceway of the ride for you to sit in and to see if you can actually ride the ride. I have so much of a gap between myself and the lap bar because it's the type of lap bar that comes down over your head. I have
Yeah.
so much space between it to where I can actually take my arms, fold them together, and I can wiggle myself out.
I remember being at Six Flags one time, and we were going to go on the Runaway Mountain or whatever it's called, but it's basically you're in this really fast roller coaster that's in pitch black. And I remember I was standing in line with a friend of mine, and this kid was like, gallivanting down the exit like he was happy, and then the mom was like, how was it? And he was like, I almost fell out, but it was fun. I said, no, we're going. No, thanks.
Nope. Hell no, not gonna do that
I
again.
was like, first of all, how did the kid that size get put in there? But okay, no thanks.
It's like, how'd that kid get in there? He flew out of that seat like he was Superman.
The one horror movie that never got to me, and I think it's because I was born in the wrong era and I watched it a little too late as far as when it came out and when I was able to see it. Jaws.
Yo, I'm telling you right now.
I
Jaws is
remember
my top 3. It's actually my number 2. My number 1 is Goodfellas. Jaws, I want one day to master Quint's 2 speeches, his 2 big dialogues, because he's the one that made the movie. But yeah, I didn't get scared because it's like a mechanical shark. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way it is.
that's like me. I hate the freaking franchise Sharknado. It's so cheesy, but it's so good. I hate it, but I like it at the same time.
Well, yeah, that's what it's
But then you
supposed
go
to
to Blockbuster and you see like Mecha Anaconda versus like Minotaur or something. You're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
What the fuck do you know about Blockbuster?
How about
we grew up in the last decade of Blockbuster. We grew up in the last.
well, they have
Because I lived
Jersey
through it,
Jaws,
and I
which
watched
is
it
like a
die,
thing
and I
on Jersey
cried.
Shore. It's fucking horrible.
All right. Cody, I'm gonna test you on your Blockbuster knowledge real quick.
Oh,
What
shit.
phrase?
Oh dear Lord, here we go.
Well, I can already prove that I know about it. Hold on.
I swear to God, he still has his fucking membership card.
No.
I mean, my Aunt Judy managed a Blockbuster for like several years.
Yo, that was the place to go on a Friday night. That
You
just
still
was
got
it.
a Blockbuster DVD case.
Yeah.
Star Wars Attack of the Clones on DVD from Blockbuster. Boom.
I wish that they had a Japanese.
Cody, you need to see Shallow's reaction right now.
What?
You
I
need to
missed
see
it.
Shallow's face reaction.
Yeah, there was a video game. It was DBZ. It was the Japanese version, and I gave it back, and I shouldn't have because it was worth like $125 at the time, which was like in the mid '90s. I should have never given it back. I should have taken the charges. That's it. I think they do too because they took it right off the fucking shelves. That was a missed opportunity.
Oh my God, seeing that. Oh my God. Okay, then I'm not even actually no, I am gonna ask you this one. Cody, be kind, be what?
Oh shit.
What? Are you kidding me? You don't know this? Are you kidding me right now? You don't
Be
know
kind and do what?
Who, me?
In his defense, he's been around me too much.
Yeah. I mean, whenever your childhood gets ripped away from you when you're 10, you kind of forget shit. So.
No, I hear you. But it is be kind, rewind.
Rewind, that's it. Yeah, I knew it. I just
No, there's a movie made out of it with Mos Def and Jack Black. But yeah, be kind on rewind. They even had it on the thing too. Keep asking.
I feel like that can be a condom slogan.
Oh
I
boy.
don't think so.
I don't know why, but
Jesus,
That would just make you not want to use it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I lived through it, and then I watched it become family video, and then it moved over like 2 streets over, so it's still there, but now it's like some sort of, now it's like one of those like subdivision shopping center type things where there's a little Caesars in one building, and then there's like some sort of like edible eats place next to it. So it's made into 2 different places, and the building is still the same. I was like, this sucks.
I mean, I do find it funny with Blockbuster. When Blockbuster was going out of business, way before they declared bankruptcy, Netflix was still in its infancy.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix was still doing the whole by mail thing.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, yeah, you can still get films through Netflix sent in through the mail, but you got to know how to do it. You got to go on the actual Netflix site, not the app or anything. And Netflix, the owner and CEO of Netflix went to the owner of Blockbuster, offered to buy Blockbuster out to save them from going bankrupt. So that way Netflix could expand and get into stores. Because Netflix at that time wanted to get into stores, wanted to do something similar to what Redbox is. Blockbuster pretty much said in so little words, no, because we're not going out of business. Under 5 fucking years, Blockbuster not only went out of business, but also went bankrupt. And look at Netflix.
They never had a lot more different programs.
It's not just the programs, but the owner of Blockbuster told the owner of Netflix another reason why he was not going to sell it to Netflix. It was too new, and with everything else as far as watching services that was out at that time, because granted, yes, Netflix was offering something that at that time GameFly was not offering, and that was movies. Netflix did both, the movies and the games, something that Redbox didn't even do. Redbox was for films and GameFly was for your games. Netflix at that time did both underneath one subscription. And the owner of Blockbuster turned to the owner of Netflix and sat there and said, no, because of the fact of you're not going to be around in 6 months.
Oh snap!
Like,
Yeah. No wonder why like Netflix was like, all right, we got you. Don't worry about it. I see you. Don't worry about it. And then yeah.
it's like, hold my beer.
I forgot how good The Mist was until I watched it again on Netflix the other day. I was like, oh, man.
Yo. Did you say The Mist?
Yeah.
Yo, that is, I don't care what anybody says, is the most fucked up ending I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Ever. Like, that movie is amazing.
One of my favorite films as a kid was it had Sinbad in it, and no, I am not talking about that fucking genie movie that involved Sinbad. Even though I kid you not, it actually existed. I remember watching it. But it is another Disney film, and he plays a security guard for the president's son. The White House Kid or something like that.
Is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
I can find out.
Yes, please.
The power of Google.
Yeah, as much as I hate the internet in a lot of ways, like getting information, well, some of it's good. Yeah.
Well, I may be heading off here
Okay.
because the medicine is kicking my ass.
Alrighty.
Medicine's not good when it's, yeah, you might as well go.
Yep. Good night.
Night.
Pretty slow.
Oh, first kid.
First kid as a Disney, Disney Channel movie, I believe. Yeah. It's been a while since I saw that.
It was that and Page Master. That was one of my favorites.
If I say Halloween Town is still one of my favorites.
Halloween Town, Twitches, fucking Luck of the Irish. Those are my cult classics.
Hocus Pocus. Don't forget.
I'm
They're
not
making
Hocus
a
Pocus.
second one.
I'm not Hocus Pocus.
Second one is already done with
Yes.
production, and
Oh.
most of it was filmed right in my home state, right in Rhode Island. I was actually able to go and see some of the sets because where one of the sets was built in Rhode Island, it was on this farm in Lincoln, which was only about a 20-minute drive from my old house.
That's not bad.
And they were also filming in Salem, Massachusetts, like they were in the first one, to where they were filming at the cemetery from the first film and a lot of the other infamous scenes, to where if you go to Salem, Massachusetts and you look up on Google, you can visit all of the places that was filmed at, like the cemetery, the mansion there. The only thing I don't think you can actually visit is the Sanderson house, because that was built.
Yeah, my ex-wife showed, because I'd never seen it. My ex-wife showed it to me like 5 or 6 years ago, and I guess for me, I didn't grow up with it. I didn't watch it, so when I watched it the first time, I'm like, this is like it it didn't age well. So, but I love the part where Sarah Jessica Parker's character is like, amok, 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 amok. I love that part. I love it. But she looks hot. So,
I mean, is there any role Sarah Jessica Parker plays that she doesn't look hot in?
depends. Sometimes she does have a kind of a equestrial face. So, I'm just, now my friend worked on a movie or a show where it was she and Matthew Broderick. Everybody said that Matthew Broderick couldn't be nicer. He was just he ate with he ate with staff and all that, like the crew behind the scenes. And Sarah Jessica Parker was kind of not a good person.
I mean, granted, yeah, her face might look a little wonky from certain angles, but I mean,
no, she's attractive. She's attractive. I'm not saying she's not attractive. She's very attractive. I think the most attractive she was Hocus Pocus. But yeah.
I mean, at least, and I know once when I say this, no one is going to be able to unsee this. Ever since I first saw a photo of Mariah Carey, and this is back when she was doing Visions of Love and Fantasy and Heartbreaker and all of them. Even back then and to now, I will be the first one to sit there and say she looks like a Who from fucking Whoville.
That's because she had a vision of love.
She literally looks like a fucking Who. And to be more descriptive of who she looks like. She looks like the grown-up version of Cindy Lou Who.
Oh,
And I
that's-
know because I said that, Cody in particular cannot unsee that.
I can't. I really can't.
So would that make Nick Cannon the Grinch?
Uh,
Given the fact that he did play with her Whoville?
Oh God.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm grounded now, aren't I, Cody?
Yeah, you're grounded. You're grounded.
KJ grounded you, so that's worse.
Yay! Vacation. Wait. Does that mean I have to give up my phone? Because here. Remember, I was born in 95. I grew up with a house phone. So yeah, take the cell phone.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Take the cell phone, take the laptop, hell. Fucking take my cable box.
She's a kid.
I was born in 95, so
Well, I was shut up. That's the age I'm at. I'm the age shut up. Okay.
I was guessing you were born in like the 70s, like mid 70s.
Yes. Yes. But what in particular year? What in particular? Which one?
I am gonna treat this as a man answering it.
Mhm.
It's a trap.
It's not a trap. It's okay. Trust me. Look, I have my age on my fucking beard. Okay.
78? 78?
Thank you. No, 74.
Oh, you're 4 years old.
Yeah, I was 4. I was 3 when Jaws came out, and I wouldn't have known how great it was. But whatever. I was born, like, if you think about movies around 74 to 80, there's some really good movies.
Oh,
Really good movies.
seen a DVD called Horrors, History of Horror Films, and they had the it's like it, but it's like a blob that forms the different things. It was like they're in the Arctic.
That would be the thing.
The
That
thing.
would be the thing. And the reason why I'm upset right now is because you're describing something you should have seen already. Are you kidding me right now? Dude, 1982, John Carpenter's The Thing. These special effects still hold up. Still hold up.
I heard rumors that they were going to make a refurbished and more rerun version of it, and I was like, do not disappoint me.
No,
Please.
they tried it with obviously The Thing, the prequel, which wasn't terrible, but it also kind of because of the technology and all the stuff they're using now, it shouldn't have been. They probably should have used
more of the more handmade
more handmade stuff, because like and the creature was doing things that this one wasn't. And I just think it's it was great. I thought it was a really good, but do I think it was a good thing movie? No. It was a great or a damn good movie as far as just horror. But they did some brilliant stuff with it. Like at the end, they made it to where you saw everybody die the way, they got frozen, and then that's when the other team from the '82 version came in. I like this. So, but yeah, Lenore, you need to jump on that. You want to talk about
It Follows? I just passed it on Netflix.
Huh?
I said, speaking of It Follows, I just passed it on Netflix.
There you go. No.
Like I'm more like, even though like I'm not like a huge fan of horror, but I like the special effects.
Well,
the new Blair Witch is on Netflix.
Then fucking The Thing. I'm telling you, The Thing is like set the standard for horror. Like, except for the only other one that really did that was American Werewolf in London, which is
I meant the guy who plays the werewolf, who the actor who returns to the werewolf in that movie.
Oh, David Lawton.
Yeah. Oh, he is a
Oh
great
shit!
man. I asked him a question about what he prefers more because he did grow up. He did the acting with the spotty suit and the makeup for the werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to ask him what you prefer more. The oh, poof! KJ probably pressed the wrong button.
Probably.
Like oh, there he is.
Let me show you some. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Huh?
Where is it? That is the American Werewolf
Oh
of
yeah.
London. It is amazing. It's amazing. And I was like, at the last auction, I said, if nobody buys it, I'm keeping it. It's fucking phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I got my hands on it. I actually won. I won a raffle, and I got to pick. What happened was I picked one particular thing. It was an aliens thing, and they crushed the box accidentally. So the guy's like, because it was two figures I won. And I was like, is that okay if I get the Kessler Wolf? And he's like, got you, go ahead. So I was like, that and the Devil's Backbone. It's a Del Toro movie, the guy who does Hellboy and such. I've never seen it before, but apparently it's worth money. So there you go. And it's a nice figure. It's a really nice figure. But yeah, American Werewolf in London's another fucking movie where nobody saw the actual transformation. It was crazy. That and The Howling. I have to watch The Howling. I haven't seen The Howling in a long time. But The Thing, if you want special effects, that's The Thing. But I'll tell you what makes the movie great is that you don't know who the thing is. It's kind of like a old school fucking Among Us. It's just like Among Us. You don't know. You don't know. That's what makes the movie great. Sorry about that. I love that movie, so I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah, I understand because we all got our favorite movies that we all love and want to talk more about.
What do you guys
One
think?
movie that
Huh?
One movie that really kind of creeped me out a little bit. I mean, just in the sense of creepy. It was creepy in a cool way. Was when The Fourth Kind came out, because I'm a sucker for like the abduction alien stuff. It was
I have
pretty
to watch
cool. It's really neat.
Yeah. So what was the movie? Sorry.
You said The Fourth Kind.
The Fourth Kind. Yeah.
Oh, The Fourth Kind. All right. Yeah, I'd like to see. There's stuff I would still like to see to watch. And others, I'm like, it's on my list, but every time, when you're like, I need to watch this, and you go past it, you're like, I don't feel like watching it. It's like I have movies on Netflix like that.
It's just like whenever I went and I saw the trailer for the Slender movie, went and saw it, came out very disappointed.
Yeah.
And then the Bye Bye Man came out, and I hated it even more. I was like, what is this?
How come you can't land the plane on Slender Man or any of those? I haven't seen the Babadook. I've heard Babadook I need to watch.
It's one of the ones that like one of the classic ones that kind of give you like the light. My dad calls it the lightning. It's just whenever you're like, oh my god, it's one of those.
You know what? I can't do the PG-13 scares like The Conjuring and Annabelle and The Nun.
The typical jump scares, yeah.
It doesn't. Like the one scene in the fucking Conjuring where that fucking, they show the one demon who's like red and black, and he just comes into scene behind whoever's head. The thing is, yeah. Other than that, like I'm not scared of it. I don't know. It's just me. Like if it's PG, it can't produce the scares.
They had to make it even more legit and add a really off-key piano chord to make the jump happen, and you're still just like, oh, here it is.
Exactly. Like the thing that's scarier than the whole movie is, what is it? Tiny Tim's like trumpeting to the troops. Yeah.
See, as far as The Conjuring goes, keep in mind, I am originally from Rhode Island, grew up in Rhode Island. That house was not a kept secret.
Nope.
It was a well-known haunted establishment in Rhode Island, particularly in Harrisville, where the house is actually located. And it looks completely different to to what the film shows.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched this channel on YouTube where these guys go to like all these different well-known places, like the Clown Motel, and they had an overnight at the Conjuring House. And when the lady was talking to him, she was like, they were like, you want to come show us, where we'll be staying? And she literally goes, no, I can't do that. I'm not going in there. I was like, wow.
Now I will say this. That house was bought and opened as a bed and breakfast.
Yep.
But good luck trying to get a booking.
Mm-hmm. There's a very small hole in the wall, like, I don't want to call it a diner, but it's a really fancy place called Catfish Plantation, and it's the most haunted restaurant we have in our town. And have I been there? Yes. Do I agree with it? Yes, because it was weird. I felt weird the whole time I was sitting there, like the weird you're not supposed to feel. Like you felt like there was only there was like a party of 4 and a party of 6 next to us, but you still felt like somebody was just like breathing down your neck the whole time, and you're just like, what is that?
Are you sure it wasn't a waiter?
I don't know.
I'm only asking because I've worked in the restaurant service.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are. I will be the first one to sit there and say, of course, naturally, there are going to be some weird emotions coming from the back of the kitchen, because I don't know on whether or not you have any type of restaurant.
I do. Yeah. I worked with my dad, who's been a restaurant manager for like 20 years, and he retired and sold his store about 4 years ago.
Okay, so then you're going to understand exactly where I'm coming from. That walk-in freezer that's in the back, it's not just for storing food. That's where people go to die.
Yep.
Oh, no, Brookie. I am being dead-ass serious. Every single employee that works in a restaurant, whether it's fast food or a fucking sit-down restaurant, you will use that walk-in freezer, not just to store the food, but for you to walk into, shut, scream, and walk back out as if nothing ever happened.
Jeez.
I do not recommend restaurant work to the weak. I do not. It is like a Dr.
Retail sucks. Try the restaurant business. It's worse.
What did you say? Retail sucks?
Yeah.
Oh, I worked for Best Buy for 7 years. I worked for TJ Maxx doing security and all this other bullshit, and it's I hate it. Like if you want to see how the Illuminati and just how politicians really work, I'm telling you, check out the pecking order and the higher ups at retail shops or whatever, stores or whatever. And it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which one it is. Doesn't matter which one it is. It doesn't matter. It could be electronics. It could be painting. It could be whatever you do to deal with customers. My girlfriend is she works for T-Mobile. She tells me all the time how she hates her job. All the time.
That is why, if you ask me, people who work in retail, along with the restaurant industry, should be allowed once a week. Not once a year fucking bullshit, because that's not enough. Once a motherfucking week should be allowed to tell the customers exactly what they are thinking.
Yeah.
You want?
But doesn't that work from someone who works at a library that would work in front desk and all? Does that kind of count working with the public? Or you'd be surprised at how many people who don't know where to go is kind of annoying.
Well, it's annoying, but it's not like abuse, and that's what you get when you work retail. The thing is, I walked in with a chip on my shoulder, and every time I watched Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'd walk into that place like I owned it. And somebody who was like a $1.25, I threw my weight around because you had to be aggressive. So that's just how I feel about it. But I didn't do that all. I didn't do that in every store. Obviously, I was like in my mid-20s. I was like, "Fuck you."
I remember when I worked for a professional cleaning company. I I went into a first time clean, also known as a project, and I walked into the room that I was supposed to take care of. There was human feces smeared on the wall. When I tell you I wanted to ask the homeowner, because of the fact of it was a well lived in place, furniture and stuff like that. It was just our first time coming in to clean it. When I tell you I wanted to turn to the homeowner and ask her what type of inbreded fucking low IQ Section 8 having fucking dumbass do you have to be to allow your child to smear shit across the wall and then expect me to come in and fucking clean it? I don't think so. But no, I had to put on my best fake fucking smile and sit there and say, oh, I'll take care of that. Meanwhile, I'm just dying, just that much inside.
You guys want to snap?
I don't understand why people feel the need to like shit on the walls. And it looks like they didn't just smear it. They look like they shit on the wall. Like they just exploded on the
I
wall.
can understand maybe a baby who learned how to take their diaper off for the first time and the parent didn't quite catch it in time, because to be honest, that happened with me with my oldest. I woke up in the middle of the night to hearing my son playing in his crib. No big deal. Checked on him. He was perfectly fine until I smelt something funny. And it's like, oh no, he shit himself. No big deal. Picked him up. I didn't even turn the light on yet, just picked him up, and I knew the minute I touched him. I knew. So, with my elbow, turned the light on to see the damage, and it's like, oh. It was up his back, up his front. His arms were covered. His sheets and everything was covered. Part of his crib, and he got it onto the wall. He learned how to take his diaper off for the first time. And it was also my rookie ass move because I didn't put him in PJs that night because it was kind of hot out. And so I just let him sleep in his diaper. No harm, no foul. I made sure the room wasn't cold or anything. So, I wasn't expecting my freaking 8-month-old son at the time to just and freaking Pablo Picasso everything.
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna lie. Brooke, when those moments happen, you have a split decision to make of either washing the kid or just tossing the whole thing out and starting again.
I was there. The first time I did that, it was the only time I really panicked with my son because he was just, it was a movie. It looked like Mr. Mom. You ever seen the movie Mr. Mom? I was Michael Keaton.
That's how it was with my son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and I'm wiping him, and then once I calmed down a little bit, I was good. But I freaked out. The only other time is when he got really sick. The first time he got really sick, and he projectile vomited his food all over me, and then I could tell that my wife was like, or ex-wife was like, he did the same thing. And I think it was worse. And I was like,
The only thing I really panicked about with my oldest son, he developed thrush and I was changing him, and he peed himself. But where the pee went is what concerned me because of the thrush. He got his own pee in his mouth.
Ew.
I naturally brought him to the hospital just to make sure, he was good.
Good mom.
The nurse told me, out of all of the antibiotics they can give him, there's something about his own urine that will help with the infection. It's like, no. I understand where the hell you're coming from, but the answer is still no.
So I was at the mall one time. I'm carrying around my son, and he starts to pee. But I realized that I didn't put a diaper on him. So he peed on me. And I was like, oh, shit, I need a shirt. Hot Topic, Misfits, okay, bye. So that's basically how that went. You know what I mean? But, like, stuff like that, I was mad at the situation. I wasn't even mad at him. I was mad at the situation because I knew. I was like, I'm
You
certain.
had to sell a Misfits shirt at the end of it, so.
Yeah. I was like, let's go. And I saw my favorite Misfits song was Death Comes Ripping. And that's what they had. And I was like, do they have anything off? I have to pay full price? Oops. Scoop. I didn't care. I was like, well, if I got to get a new shirt. So
And
I unfortunately had to walk around with the P shirt. And we left. It was in Morristown Mall. And then I had to drive, which was like 20 minutes. But I didn't say anything, I don't think, to my ex-wife. Whatever.
when my oldest son started to do the whole taking off his diaper routine, I did not continue putting him in separates as far as his PJs, as far as like a separate top and bottom. I started to put him in footy pajamas a lot more often.
Yeah.
But pro tip, cut the bottom of the feet off of the footy pajamas, turn the footy pajamas around, and the little fucker cannot take his own diaper off.
That's hilarious.
Because he can't get to the zipper.
All right, so I have, since you're here in your experience, I do have a dilemma that I am a little, when it comes to my son, I am a little embarrassed about, but I don't know how to break him from this, and people are giving me different. All right, so my son is 10. He wears a pull-up because he just sleeps. He sleeps through the night. He doesn't, and I don't want to get him up like others have said, because there are some people are like, well, you get him up in the middle of the night, and other people are like, all you're doing is torturing him because that's not working. So, if you have anything,
bring your son to the store. Let him pick out his own underwear.
Okay.
Regardless of cut, characters, whatever. Let him pick his own underwear out, because then that's going to get him excited, especially if it's a pair of underwear that has his favorite character or characters on them. He's going to want to wear them like no tomorrow. And reward the good behavior.
Okay.
Also, too, if it's a comfort thing with your son, feel free to talk to a therapist. You can talk to his pediatrician for tips as well. One pro tip I can give you: wrap his mattress in that thick ass plastic. Go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get that contractor's plastic, that big ass roll. Wrap your son's mattress in that, and then put the sheet over it, because of the fact of your son is going to have an accident or two. It's just going to happen. However, though, at least having that plastic over the mattress,
Oh,
it's going to save you thousands of dollars on mattresses.
Well, the thing is, he sleeps on the couch. He doesn't like
okay,
sleeping.
you're
Like,
almost got a minute
he
left
doesn't
till
like.
my birthday ends. So
Um, he sleeps on the couch because he doesn't like to sleep in his bed. He just, and I don't care. He can sleep on the couch. I don't care. The problem is he does have, sometimes the pull up doesn't work.
Hey,
Um,
KJ, can I ask you a question?
no, psych. Go ahead.
Are you shirtless right now?
Am I what?
Are you shirtless right now?
No,
You're lying. I could tell.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you are. I
No,
know. Yes, you are. I could
no,
tell.
I'm not. Technically, I'm not shirtless because I have my beard and it's over my shirt, my chest. So therefore, I'm not shirtless.
I see a little bit of skin on your shoulder right now.
It's a skin shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a skin, dude. It happens to be flesh color shirt.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's like me. If I take my hair down, my hair actually covers my chest.
Mhm.
So if I position my hair just right, I can technically walk out my door topless.
Oh, there you go.
Lady Godiva.
now midnight. My birthday is now over.
Hey,
Huh?
Actually, what time were you born, Brookie?
97 or time?
Yeah,
Time.
time.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I can tell you what time I was actually born on
I
my
did
birthday.
ask my
So can I.
mom that.
I was born at 8:47 in the morning.
I know
I
that
was
I
born.
was because I
I
know
was born on a. I was born
born.
on a Wednesday, on of course May 6th, 1987, at 4:20 p.m. Yeah, I know, crazy, right?
And you're not a stoner? Why?
I don't know. It's so funny when I found my birth certificate years ago, and like I was like, I was born at 4:20. I was like, damn.
I know that I know that I was born premature.
Oh really?
I know that I was like few months off.
I was a few
So
weeks early.
yeah, that's probably explain how I am right now. Why that I'm always quirky.
Yeah,
Ain't
but
nothing
we
wrong with
love
that.
your quirkiness.
Oh, by the way, who's the birthday crasher?
That's Cody.
Oh, is he asleep or something?
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I am
I think
still
Cody's
here.
just watching porn.
Cody.
Are you watching porn, Cody?
Cody.
No, I'm watching a terrible Netflix movie that I'm about to turn off because this movie sucks.
Cody, tell the truth. You're watching porn, aren't you?
No, I'm not that desperate. Come on now.
He's not desperate like lame. So there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, I am just going to say this. I am really shocked with the fact of both you and Mariah were on this stream. I am really surprised no issues broke out.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Speaking of which, I mean, I don't want to bring this up in here. I don't want to ask this question, but I know Mariah is part of EWA. And I'm like, wait, hold the phone.
Yep.
What is going on with this? I mean,
She
because
wants to. Short story short, she wants to start over and wanted to compete again. So.
hold that thought. Hey, sir, you're good on that. You are good. So, are you sure you're okay with that? With her being the same fed as you? Well,
Yep.
with everything
I
that
moved
you
on.
do? Okay.
Do you feel safe?
Just making sure because
Yes. It's not going to keep me up at night, so I mean, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, at least you're fine. And, I'm just because with situations like that and everything, you can of course what happened in the past. I'm just
Hold up. I just heard the 4-letter F word that when a female says, it never means that. So I'm calling bullshit on you, Cody. You are not fine.
I mean, I'm not fine in general, but I mean, I'm fine with what's going on. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Okay, well that's good. We just wanted to know where the hell your headspace is.
Speaking of EWA, I need to work on my head promo tomorrow.
I don't have any promos to work on.
Lucky.
Yeah, at least until Derek forces you to do one day.
He's
Be
been
like,
trying.
"Man, I really want you here." Like,
He's
oh,
been trying.
Well, that you tried to do it, but because of Derek wanted to be Mr. Because Derek wants to be Mr. Forceful on Shala, but I tried to tell him let Shala do her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
Derek knows that Shala's an independent woman. She knows that Shala wants to do her own thing. So
I mean,
just
for
let her be.
I mean, for crying out loud, if I don't listen to my husband, my father, or my brother, the three most important men in my life, what makes anyone think I'm going to listen to another man through a fucking computer?
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly how you feel. And, you know, speaking of which, what the heck I was gonna say? I do. What the my time? Oh,
Work is getting to you.
oh. Now I was gonna say. Now I don't want to bring this up because I know it's old news and everything. But
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
ever since like EWA broke away from FTW, it's been so quiet in EWA lately without asshole Nick Ryan. Thank you, Jesus. I mean, no offense. I mean, because I'm usually not the kind of person to talk bad about people, but
because it's almost 12:06 and no one's watching. We're going to end it so we can talk this privately.
Okay.